What is going on, everybody? It's Alex back with another video, and today I am bringing you guys information about a game that is very near and dear to my heart, and we are getting a sequel very soon. So as you guys have already seen in the title and thumbnail, the game that I am talking about is Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 3. Now, if you guys are fans of the series and you guys have been keeping up with it for a while, you would probably know that this game has been pretty much confirmed over the past 2 years or so. Somehow, even though I've been keeping up with pretty much games as a whole, and I'm a huge fan of Plants vs. Zombies, I missed this and I had no idea until fairly recently that this game was actually existing at all. When the first game came out, I was very skeptical, but one of my good friends played it, so I decided to play it as well, and honestly, I think it is one of the most underrated games of all time. I had an absolute blast with Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare, and even with the second one, I played it quite a lot. So when I found out that Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare 3 was in the works, it's safe to say that I was incredibly excited and I wanted to know as much about it as possible. Now, it still hasn't been officially confirmed by EA, however, we do know that it is in the works, and we also know that because it has been tested. In late July, it was leaked that there was some private testing for this game, and it was codenamed Project Picnic. We know that they were testing the game, and although we don't have any gameplay or anything like that, we do have some screenshots. Now, these screenshots aren't necessarily legit. It could be Photoshop. This is not 100% confirmation of the game, but we do have some screenshots that I'm going to be showing you guys a little bit later in the video that seems pretty likely to be part of the game. So first things first, let's talk about the name of the game. So I've been calling it Garden Warfare 3. However, it doesn't look like that's what it's going to be called. Instead, it looks like the game is going to be called Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. Now, the reason we know this is because EA filed for this trademark last week. It seems very unlikely that they would file for a trademark this close to its release if this is not what it's going to be called. The other piece of evidence we have is EA actually launched a temporary website that showed us a lot of information. So this actually gives us information on the gameplay that we're going to see in the game. So the information that we get is that it boasts 20 fully customizable character classes, 1 social region, 3 free roam regions, 9 PvP modes, including a 4v4 battle arena mode, and much more. So this is interesting because it sounds like it is going to be Garden Warfare 3, however, they changed the name, so I'm not exactly sure why they did that. My initial reaction when I found out that it was called Battle for Neighborville and not Garden Warfare 3, I thought it was going to be some kind of single-player game or something like that, but it sounds like this is simply going to be Garden Warfare 3, however, they decided to change the name, so I guess we'll have to wait and see exactly what that means. But they mentioned 20 fully customizable characters, which is a dramatic improvement over the 14 that we had in Garden Warfare 2. Also, we have 1 social region, which I imagine is going to be very similar to what we had again in Garden Warfare 2, but 3 free roam regions. I'm not exactly sure what that means. It says we have 9 PvP modes and a 4v4 battle arena mode. I'm assuming that has something to do with competitive or something like that. Maybe they're just specifically focusing the game on 4v4. I'm not exactly sure what that means, how that's going to work, but we definitely have PvP in this game. So for everyone who is worried about this being a single player game, you don't have to worry about that anymore. So now I think it's time, let's move on to the screenshots. So once again, I do need to let you guys know, I do need to bring it up that these screenshots are not 100% confirmed. This could be Photoshop, this could be something else. This is not necessarily coming from the game, but it's all we have to go on right now. So take everything you see with a grain of salt. So as you can see in this first screenshot right here, we have the foot soldier. These are the zombies characters, and as you can see, there's all 10 of them right here. It looks like they're sticking with a very similar art style. It shows a whole lot of things. You can level up your character. You see that all of the characters are broken up into classes of attack, defend, and support. So it looks very similar to what we saw in Garden Warfare 2. The second screenshot we have right here is of the plants. As you can see, the famous pea shooter with 10 more characters all broken up into the same 3 classes, attack, defend, and support. So as you can see right here, the final screenshot that we have looks to be of the map. So you can see the entire area that we're going to be playing in. I'm assuming this is the social region where you can kind of explore, you can battle, you can hop in and out of games, things of this sort. But this looks really exciting. So before we close off the video, the final thing that I want to talk about is obviously when we're going to be able to see the game and when we're going to be able to get our hands on the game. Now, obviously, since it hasn't been confirmed by EA yet, there's a lot of information that's going around without much clarity. There's a lot of talk about this game coming out late 2019, obviously, since we're already fairly late 2019, but also there's a lot of talk about it coming out early 2020. As of right now, there's really no say. However, I can pretty much guarantee that we are going to see this game revealed in 2019, and more specifically at Gamescom. If you're not familiar with when Gamescom is, it starts next week. So if you guys are excited about this game, you don't have to wait much longer, because at Gamescom next week, I can pretty much guarantee that we are going to be getting a lot of information, a release date, everything of the sort, and we're going to be able to get our hands on the game and play very, very soon. So that does it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to drop a like, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you guys for the support. Peace out.
My mother wheel takes me all over the place, and wherever I go, I win minds and hearts. Don't need to climb stairs when I'm climbing these charts. Lilith, Roland, the other two dudes didn't come to my birthday party. Rude, but they all found time to go fight the warrior. Like, this would be like some